Welcome everybody to a new episode of the Boostly podcast, and today we're looking at even more travel trends for 2021. So first and foremost, we have the domestic adventurer. Okay, and this is based on Google travel trends and what this stays, the stats and everything is showing us. So here's some interesting insights. In the last 3 months alone, Google Trends show a 110% increase in searches for accommodation near me.
Having a blast, gonna get it on the Boostly podcast. Boostly like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next.
This is the ultimate staycation, and I am a prime advocate and example of this. Very recently, literally a couple of days ago, my wife and my couple of children got back from a staycation. We traveled less than 90 minutes for our staycation. So again, this is something that is massive, obviously due to COVID restrictions. As the world is starting to open up, people are still not confident to fly, so they're looking for a staycation. And a staycation is at the moment anywhere between 45 minutes and 3 hours away from door to door. So it's somewhere where they don't have to stop off and stay overnight. They can literally leave and go to their destination. Between April and July of 2020, 70% of the room nights booked were for domestic stays. So obviously that is in the peak of the pandemic, and that is obviously not all over the world. And obviously the context around every stat that you have to have is to look at the situation around it. So between April and July, majority of these people would have been key workers, essential workers, obviously because of demands and hospital stays, etc. But again, really interesting. But that stat didn't slow down. So when, again, July, say to September, when things start to reopen a little bit more, that went to 77%, which is phenomenal. So again, staycation is here. Now, not only is staycation here is going to stick around for the foreseeable, also there is a new type of client, a new type of guest, which is the remote worker, the workcation. And again, another stat to give you, 37% of people say they considered booking a stay just so they can work from a home or an apartment.
So what's really interesting here is that people are just looking to not have to work from their house. And so many companies now, and I've mentioned this time and time again, so many companies are now letting their workers work from home and not go into the office. And after people have got over the initial shock, they're going, well, I don't actually have to work from home. And, the trend really started, I noticed most importantly in Texas and America first and foremost, and then the whole world has sort of spread it around to that. So what are you doing in your property to stand out for this? Are you encouraging staycation? Are you using the word staycation in your marketing? Are you using the word workcation or remote worker? Are you using the terms digital nomads? And what are you providing, most importantly, for these guests? Have you got a desk? Have you got Wi-Fi, good Wi-Fi? Talk about it, promote it. Have you got space for a family to come and stay with you? Like I say, and where the parents may be working and the kids can obviously maybe do their schooling, like school from home. I know a good friend of mine has been doing that as well, where it's remote learning. So they haven't had to be in the city or the town where they live. They can do remote learning anywhere. So it's, how are you communicating this? Have you got strong Wi-Fi? Have you got workplaces? Have you got lots of USB ports? Do you have a desk? Do you have a printer? What can you be doing to make life easier for people that are traveling and working? So definitely food for thought. If you want to go check out the Verbo Trends study, just Google it, you'll find it on there. But again, it always brings food for thought on what you can be doing in 2021 for your marketing. You've got to think outside the box. You cannot be reliant on 2019 tactics here. This is 2021. This is the new world of tourism and hospitality. So think differently, think outside the box. When everybody zigs, you zag, and you will get those direct bookings. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow with another episode. Thank you to Zevo for sponsoring this episode. And if you want a brand new website that you can be proud of, go to boostly.co.uk/websites.
Having a blast, gonna get it on the Boostly podcast. Boostly like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely.